Good afternoon and welcome to another edition of The Fix. I am your usual host, Advocate Tulo Hoyane. Today I'd like to talk about Michael Lomas. Now, who is Michael Lomas? Michael Lomas was a former contractor to ESCOM, especially on the Kusile plant. You remember the problems around Kusile, which led to Kusile underperforming and so on, and it culminated in so many problems. Among them was load shedding. So Michael Lomas and some of his friends or colleagues were engaged in a scam of fraud. They overcharged ESCOM and inflated contracts and so on, and virtually ran Kusile down. Yesterday morning, Michael Lomas landed at O.R. Tambo International Airport in Johannesburg after he was extradited from the United Kingdom. Let us recall that Michael Lomas was granted bail in and around 2021 and he fled to Britain. By the way, Michael Lomas is a British citizen. He has never taken South African citizenship. So Michael Lomas, after being granted bail in South Africa, then fled to the United Kingdom where he has always been all this time. South Africa then proceeded to seek his extradition back here so that he could to face the music, so to speak. So yesterday, after a spirited fight by Michael Lomas to try and fight his extradition back to South Africa, he finally lost the battle of extradition and was extradited to South Africa. He arrived in South Africa yesterday. This is Friday morning yesterday at OR Tambo under police escort. He was immediately whisked away to appear in the Kempton Magistrates Court, and he has since been remanded in custody. Now, the man faces many charges of fraud to the value of something like 1.5 billion. He's charged with 11 others in that they conspired to run down or to defraud ESCOM over a period of about 3 to 4 years, I think from 2015 to 2019 or thereabouts. And this is where he finds himself now. He finds himself now inside four, prison walls. Now, Michael Lomas, unfortunately for him, is not in very good health. When he got off the plane, he was in a wheelchair. Remember, the man is 77 years old. And when he, disembarked from the plane, he cut a very miserable figure. He looked very miserable. And, for a 77-year-old to be facing, charges like Michael Lomas is charging must be something which, is not very easy to take. Now, having said that, it is very encouraging to see that the wheels of justice are turning. Some of us have always been very pessimistic about, the rate at which, the government has been dealing with state capture issues and so on. But I think Michael Lomas up to now has been the biggest fish. And the wheels of justice are finally turning. The chickens have come home to roost for Michael Lomas. He has several options. Either he can cooperate with the Hawks and turn into a state witness, which some people indicate he might do given the state of his health, or he'll just have to join his colleagues in the dock. But it is very encouraging to see that, after all this malfeasance and all this corruption around, ESCOM, at least something is finally being done. So we'll be hearing a lot from the courts about what then happens to Michael Lomas after this. But I've indicated chances are he might just turn into a state witness. and spill the beans against his colleagues, and just at the end of it all fly back to England. But at least this is a step in the right direction. This is the sort of determination that we'd like to see, and we'd like to see justice sometimes turn slowly, but at least it is turning. Once again, let me round up this episode by saying that I'm very encouraged by the number of views that are coming in, and I'll keep you updated about issues in and around South Africa, especially current affairs and so on and so forth. And I look forward to more views. Please kindly subscribe to this channel. It is only through your subscriptions that we can grow the channel. Let us keep an eye on the Michael Lomas story, and I'll give you updates as the man appears in court and so on and so forth. And we'll take it from there and see what happens. Thank you very much for watching.